Hello there, my name is Robin and welcome to Exploration Mission Z38RA, more commonly referred to as Zebra. I understand you are what is called the witness, the person who will follow me along as I explore and document this planet. Glad to have you on board. Now I will admit that I arrived here a while back, but when I signed up for this mission, headquarters promised me the best gear, all the resources and a safe base to start out from. And this is what I got. Not what I would call the best gear. But the HUD is working and so is the drone. This is footage I shot right upon arrival. I materialized inside a windswept savanna surrounded by mangrove swamp, sparse jungle and a large stretch of lukewarm ocean. And none of it is safe. So instead of immediately reporting back to you, I set up a temporary and somewhat safe-ish base right here where I materialized. My bamboo plantation you've already seen, and here I've started to grow some wheat, sugarcane over there, and up there on the hill some other plants. I have a bit of storage to the right, a beautiful contraption that has yet to produce a single piece of bone meal, and then if we walk over here and the noise doesn't clue you in, this is where I've housed my animals. I transported them right across the river, not a long stretch per se, but it still took forever. Oh yeah, I almost forgot, but I've also started a mine right next to where I materialized. I've stuck to the higher levels for now because I was looking for iron, but I will go deeper when the need arises. Another thing headquarters told me was that upon arrival I would be greeted by a certain Dr. Mufon who would explain the lay of the land to me as well as provide assistance. But I haven't met him yet, and to be honest, I don't know if I really want to. The locals, at least the ones I've met, are rather touchy. As soon as they spot me, they want to shoot arrows at me or whack me over the head. The green and white dudes are the worst though. Do not walk up to them. I did because the one guy looked friendly and I wanted to ask about Dr. Mufon, and the guy blew himself up right in front of me, almost taking me with him in the process. I can't even show you the footage because it got corrupted in the explosion. So yeah, it's been quite the adventure. In the next couple of days I want to tackle 3 things. 1, I need to set up some sort of communication station so I can submit this and future reports to you. I'm no engineer of course, but I should be able to put together an antenna right on top of one of these hills and a transmitter, not sure where yet, somewhere around here I guess. That's gonna require a lot of iron, so I will be spending time in the mine. 2, I want to look for saplings. If you look at my wood collection, I've got a lot of spruce and dark oak, but I have no saplings. That's because I got the wood from a shipwreck I found buried in the sand. I dug in, looted, and then tore the wreck apart. Don't get me wrong, this is not the way an esteemed explorer such as myself should act, but considering my current lack of resources, I felt I had no choice. 3, I have no concrete plans just yet. I have no concrete full stop, but I will likely end up working on the base. I've yet to find any spruce or dark oak saplings, but I've come across this cat who's about to become my friend. At least I hope so. Any moment now. Ha, I did it. The cat lives with a village with surprisingly non-hostile inhabitants. The language they speak consists of grunts. It took me a while to develop an ear for it, but I believe this to mean yes, go ahead, and this, that means no, stop. The difference is subtle, but clearly there. when I asked the villagers about Dr. Mufon, they all climbed on top of the village bell, or tried to anyway. I soon realized they were afraid of something out in the forest. Naturally, I immediately offered my help, which they happily accepted. In practice, it means I'm taking home all their valuables while leaving them locked up inside a hole in the ground. A clear win-win situation for all parties involved, especially the cat. Good news, the base has been upgraded. I've added a roof above my head and reorganized the workstations so they are grouped together and easier to access. The area is lacking a floor and I don't quite know what to do with this wheat field, but overall I'm happy with the changes. The sapling hunt was less of a success. I got plenty more wood, but still no means to grow my own spruce and dark oak trees. For now, I've given up on the search. If I pull out the map, you can see we're on a peninsula. I've sailed around the entire thing and still no spruce or dark oak. So I'm gonna have to venture out a lot further at some point, just not now. On my travels, I came across magnificent vistas. This one here eventually led to an overgrown jungle temple. I promise you it's still standing, just maybe missing like, a couple of bits or a lot of bits. Either way, it's still mostly standing. I met more unfriendlies underwater as well as on land, but I was able to deal with them quite easily. The second village I discovered had very little to offer, but then again, the villagers didn't strike me as particularly bright. There were a lot of cats running around though, so I took some home and put them in charge of the string production. I need the string for fishing as well as scaffolding, which reminds me, how much have I got by now? A bit more than a stack. Is it enough? I don't know. I will be building a transmitter right up there where the platform is, no scaffolding required. But then the antenna will be going even higher up, and there I absolutely do need it. Let's sleep on it for another night and then I'll get building. No string, of course, but then we are dealing with cats. That drone footage isn't too shabby. I may do that again. Anyway, after a bit more detailing off camera, the communication system is ready to go. I had to put up 2 antennas, as you can see, because the signal was getting really distorted. And then I had to anchor them down really well because there's a strong wind up here. I was lucky not to get blown away while building. Now if you go down here, I'll show you how to send a message. So this is what the console looks like. And now if I want to transmit a message, first thing I have to do is choose the recipient through this dial. So I can turn it around. When it's pointing at the salmon head, that's you. I didn't have any other heads. Actually, that's a lie. I have a cow head as well. If you prefer to be a cow head, I'm sure you'll find a way to let me know. But for now, at least, the salmon head is you. The other positions all transmit to headquarters. I may add other recipients in future, but I'm short on resources. That's why I've got the 2 blank screens and a piece of dirt for an indicator light. So now if I want a written message, let me quickly write something. Save base, all the resources. Yeah, I need to be brief. Maybe in future I can upgrade the machine to accept longer messages. Anyway, that should do it. The message goes in here, and then I push this button and off it goes. Sending a spoken message is even easier. I pull the microphone forward. Where do I find Dr. Mufon? There, it has been transmitted. Here too I need to be brief so that I do not overburden the system. The right side of the machine is the receiver bit. I wasn't gonna make one at first, but while I was working on this thing I thought I might as well. Not 100% sure it works, but any incoming messages should end up in here. Oh wow, there's one already. Find Dr. Mufon at number AQ. I think there needs to be HQ. Okay, so the text is a tad garbled, but legible nevertheless. As for those numbers, as I thought, it's the first village I went to. Well, I guess that means HQ got my message and this thing is fully operational. The bad news? Nobody has any clue regarding Dr. Mufon's whereabouts. Hopefully in my next report to you, I will be able to give an update on the situation. For now though, this is Robin on the Zebra mission. Over and out.